Come join Rosie and me as we sail on the Ruby Princess, along with our friends Anne and Brian, and Paul and his sister Linda. Our round-trip cruise from the port of Los Angeles in San Pedro, California, included ports of call of San Francisco, Santa Barbara, San Diego, and Ensenada, Mexico. Friday, October 7th, we flew from Milwaukee via Southwest Airlines to Los Angeles. We stayed at the Crown Plaza in San Pedro, California. Saturday, October 8th, 6:05 a.m., the Ruby Princess is coming into port. After breakfast, Paul, Rosie, and I took a walk along the harbor to see the Ruby Princess. Before we board the ship, let me tell you a little about the ship. The Ruby Princess holds 3,084 passengers, and its maiden voyage was November 2008. You enter the ship on Deck 4 in the Piazza, a multi-purpose space. Ruby has 3 main dining rooms, a buffet, the International Cafe for light meals, specialty restaurants including Share, the Crown Grill, the Crab Shack, and more. Outside, you'll find the main pool, a second pool with a large movie screen, the Sanctuary, and an aft pool with spectacular views. Need a drink? There's Vines, Crooners, the Explorer Lounge, Club Fusion, and many more. Shops, miniature golf, a casino. The Ruby has it all. Our cabin on Carib deck had an extra large balcony, and due to our elite status, our cabin had alcohol, soft drinks, water, and BYO wine. After the lifeboat drill, we met Anne and Brian at the Outrigger Bar for sail away. In the distance was Catalina Island, along with a golden sunset. Rosie and I had dinner in the Crown Grill. It was spectacular. Good morning! Sunday, October 9th, a sea day, and the seas are calm. We spent the day relaxing with Paul and Linda, watching whales and dolphins swim by. In the evening, we had dinner at the Crown Grill with Anne and Brian. Good morning! Monday, October 10th. It's foggy. We're approaching San Francisco. 7 a.m. We are docked at the port of San Francisco. After breakfast, Linda and Paul and Rosie and I walked to Fisherman's Wharf. We continued our walk on Jefferson Street in the Fisherman's Wharf area. The sweetest part of our walk was when we arrived at Ghirardelli. After partaking of many free samples from Ghirardelli chocolates, we walked back to the ship. It was time for lunch with a view. Monday evening, we did the Alcatraz night tour. Rosie and I did the tour with Anne and Brian. We walked a steep path from the boat landing to the cell house. When we entered the cell house, we were given headphones for the audio tour. Today, Alcatraz swarms with tourists, but for 30 years, it was the most infamous prison in the country. Its inhabitants included Al Capone, George Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. In 1933, the Federal Bureau of Prisons used the facilities as a maximum security prison. It was closed in 1963 due to its expense. The view back to San Francisco is beautiful, but it is across 1 mile of frigid cold water. Placing dummy heads under their blankets, 3 men escaped from Alcatraz in June of '62. It is not known whether they drowned in the icy cold water or if they were successful. As part of the night tour, we got to see Cell Block A. It was never used as part of the federal penitentiary, so it still had the look and feel of the original military prison. Visiting Alcatraz at night was a wonderful experience. Back on board the Ruby Princess, we prepared for our 11 o'clock sail away from San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge at night was breathtaking. Goodbye, San Francisco. We had a fabulous day. Good morning, Tuesday, October 11th. Another day at sea. Look how calm the seas are. Rosie and I spent the day with Linda and Paul, just generally relaxing and having a beverage or two. In the evening, we had dinner with Ann and Brian at the Crab Shack. We had all the king crab we could eat. Good morning, Wednesday, October 12th. Welcome to Santa Barbara. Rosie and I, along with Ann and Brian, took a tender ashore. There, we acquainted ourselves with Santa Barbara during an hour-and-a-half fully narrated tour aboard an open-air nostalgic trolley. The highlight of the tour was the majestic Santa Barbara, Queen of the Missions. When the tour ended, Rosie and I waited for a tender back to the ship, where we spent a relaxing afternoon on our balcony. In the evening, Rosie and I had dinner at Share. The food was spectacular. The service, portion sizes, and price were not. Good morning, Thursday, October 13th. We're getting ready to dock in San Diego. As we docked, we had breakfast. After breakfast, Linda and Paul and Rosie and I went for a 5-mile walk along the waterfront of San Diego. Rosie and I had dinner in the Crown Grill. Good morning, Friday, October 14th. Welcome to Ensenada, Mexico. Rosie and I, along with Linda and Paul, took a walk to Papa's and Beer, where we met Ann and Brian for some drinks. On our walk back to the ship, we saw a sea lion, up close and personal. Sail away was at 5 o'clock. We had a wonderful day in Ensenada, Mexico. No, wait! They're kicking us off the ship today. Our cruise is finished. We're back where we started. But we have memories to last a lifetime. And yes, we booked the same cruise for next year. Photos and video by Bill Raffel. Music by Kevin MacLeod.